All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First of all, I want to give all praise to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Bashim, Yahusha, Bashim, Kakadash.
Hey, that belongs be to the apostles and those of great millstone who taught us through the spirit. People love and salutations to Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latin Americans. You are the children of Israel according to the Bible. I talk about CB 2025, the Ophir Yso Church, aka the Ophir of our deliverance. Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra 7, verse 46. I answered then and said, this is my first and last saying, that it had been better not to have given the earth unto Adam, or else when it was given him to have restrained him from sinning. For what profit is it for men now in this present time to live in heaviness?
That's it, because we live in heaven because Adam sinned, right? Because Adam transgressed the laws of the Most High. Okay, because when the Most High made Adam, he was made to be perfect. And his body wasn't made to be perfect, but he was made to serve the Lord. So when he went against the ways of the Most High by going into the flights of the other nations, sin came into the world, and death is sin, right? So as we were saying, after Adam, we're gonna go through all this suffering because of what he did, man. But he gonna come back and fix what Yahweh Shai. Right now, we're living the curse of Adam. The body ailments that we go through, the hell that we go through, the trauma, tribulation that we go through, is through the curse of Adam, which is sin. That's holding us back. Sin is holding us back. The scripture tells us that in Jeremiah, Lord said that your iniquities have withheld you from the blessings, man. So our sins hold us back from receiving the blessings, from receiving the kingdom of heaven, from receiving, the glory of the nations. That's what's holding us back. But soon when Yahweh Shai returns, all that's going to be done away with, and we're going to be set back as the people of the Lord, and at the end we're going to be the top nation, and the earth is going to go back to where it was, back to the time of Adam, but plus more. See?
Go ahead. But right quick, it's funny right there where it said, we said I would have restrained.
Yeah, he would stop.
Right?
Yeah.
Read that part again. We said I would have restrained Adam.
Have given the earth unto Adam, or else when it was given him to have restrained him from sinning.
To have restrained him from sin.
Yeah, stop from sinning.
Just so that way, why? We can have the glory. Because if Adam had been restrained, handcuffed from sinning, we wouldn't be right here right now. Right? It wouldn't be no teaching. We wouldn't be out on the highways and byways. We wouldn't have to. Because why? Everything would be already in the perfect order. Everything would have been, Yahweh Shai would have never had to come, right? Yahweh Shai would have never had to come in the flesh. He'd have been there because through him we were made, right? Yahweh Shai would have been there, but he would have not had to go through and die for our iniquities, for our sins. Had Adam,
you got me, Deuteronomy 30 and start 15.
Had Adam already been restrained from sin, if the Lord had kept him back from sinning, right, there would have been no need for it.
Yeah, because we just said we live in a perfect life. We'd have lived as Adam lived. Because Lord told Adam, he said, subdue all things.
That's right.
He said, I made thee ruler over all. He was, the earth worked for Adam. Yeah. It speaks about that, how the earth, it yielded his fruit. For him. He didn't have to do anything.
Now do no work.
It all worked for him. That's how the
grass was watered.
The grass was watered
from the dew above. The water came up. It didn't come down.
Yeah.
The water came from underneath.
So the earth maintained itself.
Yeah.
He didn't have to work to get the food, to get the fruit. And the animals was in order. Yeah. He could go up to a lion and pet him like his pet, and he wouldn't attack him. It will bow to because they knew that man was to be over him. But now it's completely opposite. Like I said, you even see some even there as a wasp, bees. Wasps, they knew, hey, bees and shit. They weren't fucking with you and with Adam. But now brothers, they see wasps and shit. Hey, you be ducking from them motherfuckers, man, because they gonna sting your ass.
They relentless too.
They'll sting you 4, 5, 6 times, man.
Yeah, they ain't like a bee.
So that's why when you read Psalms 82 and 3. The course of earth, the earth is out of course, man. So the earth has all been, it's been thrown off since Adam. You know, the earth has really been fucked up after when Adam did what he did with Eve, committed that sin, whatever that sin was, you know, whatever it was, worshiping of the idols or whatever would have made that fruit, that forbidden fruit was that they took a hold of, you know, sin has been going loose throughout the earth ever since, man. And ever since then, the earth really hasn't been in peace, you know? And that's why I can say in 1 Corinthians, through one man we all died, but through another one we live. So all men died through Adam, which is sin, but through one man we all live, and that's Yahweh Shai, you know? So in which Yahweh Shai is coming to correct that, which he already did it through a sacrifice. And that's when he returns, he's going to set the earth back to where it was before. And we're going to get those godlike bodies again. You know, we're going to be able to, you know, live off the earth as we're supposed to. Like, you know, there's things about the earth we don't even understand. They're like, we speak about, there's a reasons why you have bees, there's reasons why you have ants, there's reasons why you have everything that's living right now. It has its purpose in the earth for it. But man don't understand that because the Most High took that knowledge from us, man. Yeah. And that's why when we get back to the kingdom of heaven, we're going to understand how to build the earth. That's why our kingdom's going to be so beautiful. Not only for the fact of the gold and the riches and all the rubies and the emeralds and all the, you know, precious pearls. We're going to be able to build and fashion our kingdom along with the earth. So our kingdom's going to fashion the earth. It's going to go with the earth.
Right. It's going to make sense.
It's going to go with the earth. We're not going to destroy the earth building our kingdom. Right. It's going to coincide with the earth. Yeah. You know? It's going to make it that much more glorious, man.
Yeah.
No, he said Lord was restricted.
Oh, okay. All right, Con, let me just get this and you go to that. This right quick. This is Psalms 82 and 1. Yahweh standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth among the gods.
Yep.
How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Defend the poor and fatherless. Mm-hmm. Do justice to the afflicted and needy.
Yep. Deliver
the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked.
And that's us right now. And that's who's the wicked? Yso Edom. Job 9:24. You know, Malachi, the first chapter.
Yep.
You know, we need to be delivered from the hands of the wicked. Yep. And for order for us to go up, Esau, and that's why this thing is all about Esau and Jacob, because he didn't speak about the kingdom of heaven. You got to speak about Esau, because before we get the kingdom of heaven, this man has to go down. Yeah. So for order for us to even get the blessings and to get the next rulership, he has to go down. Yeah. You know?
To back that up, I was watching my guy Canadian prepper, and I did the video about it, right? But he had this Edomite on there, and he was saying, like, the reason why we're in war now today is because America is the global power.
Yeah.
America rules the world.
Yes.
Okay? Mm-hmm. American currency is the dominant currency of the earth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It rules everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And he was saying that's why they're at war now, is because that dominance is being challenged.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The challenger of that dominance is Russia, China, North Korea, mm-hmm. Iran, yeah. Right? The BRICS nations, yeah. Even India, because yeah. India is a part of the BRICS nations mm-hmm. now. So so America's rulership, its empire is being taken down yeah. by the ones who's trying to come up in power.
Yeah.
Okay, so he said it. So he said, who rules? He said the one that rules is America. America rules and dominates the world.
It does, yeah.
Okay, not the Arabs.
No.
Okay, not China. Don't do it yet. They're trying, right? But they gonna have a coalition. Yeah. See, when China ruled and dominates, Russia is gonna dominate. South Africa is gonna be dominating. Brazil, Russia, Brazil, India. They're gonna have a coalition. They're gonna have a crew. They're gonna have, they're all gonna dominate as one. Mm-hmm. But it's only America who stands atop and alone by itself. Mm-hmm. There's one king on this throne. Yeah. Okay? And like that one where I tell you about the dog, King Charles.
Yeah, dog, yeah.
Well, they're tired of King Charles.
Yeah.
Right? They're tired of being dominated.
That one dog.
That one dog.
Rocky, I think that's
Rocky, right? He's his brother too. Yeah. That's his brother.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
challenge his ass every damn episode.
Challenge him all the
Every
time.
video.
Now they got the tyrant coming in and
Tyrant
challenge.
trying to challenge him too.
Now he challenged. So you get what I'm saying? So you go sometimes he's submitting to him, other times he's fighting him back now. You know what I'm saying? They're going through a thing. I think they said the dog died or something. Anyway, but the point being, what I'm saying is that that's America right now, and that's the issue that they're going through. So who could be who? So who's the power of the earth? So who's the wicked?
And that's,
The Lord said it. The earth will be given into the hand of the wicked, and if not him, then who is he?
That's the point.
So if it's not the so-called Edomite nations, the white races, right? The so-called white races, the Edomite nations, then who's the ruler? Because all their economists, everybody that you can in the secular world, they'll tell you that the ruler, the global dominant ruler of the world is America. Okay? They'll tell you that with no problem. So this is an empire. So this empire is waning, you know?
Yeah, and that's the whole point. So, and that's the one point that when you read Revelation 13 chapter, it says they marvel. You know, they said, well, they marvel at the beast. Said, well, shit, who's next? You know?
Yeah.
But this thing about the world, they're not looking for Yahweh Shai, the Messiah, to come back and rule.
No.
See, they're thinking they're going to rule.
They're going to rule. But they trying to do it as a conglomerate.
You know, they think they're going to rule, but they don't understand.
Right.
That's why Scripture say the King of Kings, Lord of Lords is coming. He's like, no, nigga,
Yeah.
it's my turn.
Right. That's right. Because they've ruled. They've all
It's my turn.
Persia ruled.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Right? The Iranians had they rule. Right? Greece, they done ruled.
Yeah.
Rome, 3 times.
It's my turn. Yep.
Right? When they was the Greeks,
Yeah.
Rome, and now America.
Nah,
They had 3
and
rulers.
I got forever now.
Yeah.
I
You
got
got the Turks,
Yeah.
right? You got fucking, you know, and now really Amalek really is in rulership because
Yeah.
it's Amalek that
Because
controls it.
they control the money.
That's it.
Because they got control of all the banks.
They control it all.
Going back to going back to the Rothschilds, you know, with his 5 sons.
They can't do shit without the finances.
He told him. He told him they fought against Napoleon.
That's it.
You know, they funded Napoleon's downfall.
And
They funded his bring up and
Both
his
sides.
downfall, both sides. You know, so they were because his father told him. Their father was rich.
yeah.
You know, he was they you know
He figured out a way to get people's money.
he found a way to do it. And he told his sons, he said, listen, money is power.
Yeah.
He told him. He said, money is power.
Yeah.
Get the money, you got the power. Rule the world with the money.
That's it.
You don't gotta rule the world with fighting
Yeah.
and fighting, fisting and all that. You get the money. You control the finances and you got the power of the world. That's what they did.
And they could care less who your king is.
No, it's about the money.
They care less who your presidents are. He who controls the finances control the earth.
That's it. That's it. And that's why you know they're the top nation because they got control of the whole financial system. You know, they got control of the whole financial system.
And they figured out the way how to make currency usable.
Yeah.
Where other people couldn't get that. The Lord gave that to that Pacific family for them to be what they are. Because he wanted them to teach them how to break gold down to make it into usable currency. And they, you know, then you come into the debt society.
Yeah.
You know, they had to be the ones to bring that in.
Yeah.
You know?
That's it. So they got control of the world banking currency,
finance, yeah.
and that put everybody up under you.
That's right.
Because if I got the money, if I rule the money system, then I got the power.
That's it.
I don't have to fight you.
Because you can't go to war without money, right? How you gonna build an army if you can't finance the men?
Because who financed the slave ships?
That's
The
it.
Jews. It's the so-called Jews.
Right.
They financed it all because they had the money.
Yeah.
You know, they financed the ones from coming the Edomites from Britain.
Yep.
They financed them to come over here to America and do what they did.
Yep. Them in them fucking dirty areas. Yeah.
They financed that shit.
Yeah.
That's why America is always the best call of those little fake edges because they financed, they gave them money
Yeah.
for Babylon to build America,
It's their
to
system.
give them slaves.
It's their
They
system.
bought them slaves
Yeah. It's their system.
to make this place over here flourish.
It's their system. That's right.
And now America's here today, you know, and that's why they're in cahoots with the Karzais, you know, the so-called the so-called the small hatters,
Yeah.
right? The so-called people of the Lord, the so-called Jews, which they're not, you know, they're imposters, man. Go ahead. Just get you on TV. So now, so we're going through right now a power shift
Yeah.
where one is to come up and one's to fall.
What's that? Daniel?
Yeah.
What does it say that Daniel was in the second chapter?
Yeah, and that's the whole thing with the prophecies dealing with Esau going down. And with that, we're going to return to our kingdom and get our establishment back, man. Because it's our time to rule under our Lord Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, Edomites, they had their reign. All the world had their reign.
Yeah. All the nations.
You know, they've all had their plot, other than the Israelites.
Yeah.
You know, we had our times with David and Solomon, but those were short-lived. You know, but now when Yahweh Shai returns, it's going to be an everlasting rule. And we're going to be the people to forever rule and sit on the throne, man. And we're not going to be dethroned. And that's the thing about the script. That's the thing about the kick. Nobody's looking for the so-called black man to get the next rulership, right? No one's looking for the children of Israel to come back and establish their rulership with the Lord.
Yeah.
You know,
Because really, rulership. But we had that rule. We had that rulership before Esau got back into rulership again, right? That came out of the way of Britain, Rome. You know, the Moors, right? The Moors had rulership, right? During that, the Byzantine Empire, right? During that time of Constantine, right? During that time, before Esau, Edom, so-called white men came back up, we had rulership when we were being taken out, right? King James, Prince Charles, Black Boy, you know. So during that time, those reigns, that, you know, Oliver Cromwell came in, killing Jacob with the pneumonic and bubonic plague.
yeah.
Right? The Black Plague.
Bruce, Marcus the Bruce, what's his name? Come on, what's his name?
Okay, I know. Yeah, we watched. I can't
What's his name?
something the Bruce or something.
Marcus the Bruce.
Yeah.
Marcus the Bruce.
Robert the Bruce. Or Robert,
Yeah, I think Robert the Bruce. Something. The
Robert something. Yeah.
Something the Bruce.
Yeah, but they were a
He
part
was-
of that.
he was
Jakes.
Jake.
They was part of that Byzantine Empire, right? That was,
I think Robert the Bruce.
Yeah, it was like some part of that Byzantine Empire.
Which that's where King James, great grandfather, great grandfather.
Right.
You know, that's from up that line.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
Robert the Bruce. Yep.
So you know that's the point. You know, he had a script. No. Go ahead, hit it because we still gotta go ahead and hit it. So we just clarify that we do that a lot
It's Romans chapter 9, verse 18.
because it's the point.
Therefore, have he had mercy on whom he will have mercy. I'm going to start at 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee.
That's it, and that's why the Lord chose Esau.
Right.
You know, because they were the weakest of all the nations. And we spoke about that maybe like last week or 2 weeks ago on how Esau is a few other people.
Yeah.
You know,
And that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
that's it. So, and that's why the Most High set him up. But going back to Pharaoh, going back to the time of Moses, why the Lord set Pharaoh up? Everybody knew of the Israelites and their great deliverance from the Egyptians. So they knew that there's a people that have a God that can deliver them from all things. You know, they heard rumors of them.
Yeah.
But now it's going to be a bigger rumor in this time, because it's going to be known that the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, had the once again delivered his people from the hands of the tyrant,
That's it.
from the hands of the wicked. Not once, but twice,
Yeah.
a great deliverance of Zion,
Yeah.
right? From the hand of the wicked.
Yeah.
And it's the main focus where we're at. So the Lord set Esau up, gave him all this power, gave him all this all this financial wealth, all this notoriety and gain, just to take it from him, and so the world can praise the people of the Lord. So they can be like, okay, these are the great people that are to rule the world. These are the great ones that we once didn't know that were great, but they always been. You know, we're in Psalm the 5th chapter. Real quick, grab me Isaiah the 2nd chapter. Right, he even speaks about that, how the Most High is going to set us upon the high mountain. You know, we're going to be established above all the nations. You know, and that's what we really want. That's the main focus, man. America is going to be here. It's going to be here today, gone tomorrow. You know, this place got a short time. You know, this place could be gone. We could be out of here within 5 years, 4 years from now. We don't really know. 2 years from now, 4 years from now. 2 years from now. We don't really know the time, but we know that the time of this place is going to end. And when we get our time, it's going to be forever. We're going to go back to the paradise. We'll go back to Eden, which was paradise. You know, it was a paradise way of living. You know, because like the way Jake lived today, ain't right. You know, we're gonna have the pristine things of life, man. You know, and Jake got that, especially us. You know, we got expensive taste, man. Even us, you know, I got expensive taste. You know, we like we like the diamond watches, man.
Like the nice things.
You know, we like the, you know, I be seeing little shit on the internet, you know, the nice chains, and the, you know what I'm saying, the nice car. Like, you know, it's a thing in us to want those type of things because it's in our DNA to want the best of life because the world was made for us in the first place anyway.
Yeah, it's just like, right quick, it goes back to King Solomon when he talks about him. And he had rows of gold.
Yeah, His chariots, he had a purple chariot with the gold rims, the diamond gold. He had a diamond rims on him.
He was flushed out.
You know,
and it goes back to show you that that's another how you know Esau is not that person. It's because, you know, here in history, the only people that care about gold rims and big gaudy chains and all that gold teeth and rows of gold, that's Jake.
They thought King Solomon's doorkeeper was a king.
That's it. That's how lavish.
And that's how fresh he was.
That's it. That's how lavish he was. What's her name? Sheba.
Yeah, the queen.
She came. She thought that the doorman was the king.
Yeah.
So that go to show you how. So he's standing there draped out in jewelry and gold.
He just watching the door.
And
you ain't got to be clean to watch the door.
That's it. But that's the way Solomon Kingdom
Jake
goes.
extra like that, man.
That's it.
That's
how Solomon.
So what the king ever gonna be like?
Right. So Solomon's like, look. So if I look this good, so is my men.
My doorman gonna look good. That
Somebody
good.
as low as my doorman.
So imagine what King Solomon looked like when she seen him.
That's the point, right? So
imagine what he smelled like. Because you know, cause the perfume, you know, he got the you know, the good smelling oils and shit, man. Yeah. You know, men smell good too in them days too, man.
And so you know Esau don't like smelling good.
Nah.
What the scripture say? He's a man of the field.
Yeah.
And when you in the field, you stink.
Yeah.
We out here now. It fucking stink.
Yeah.
Right? It smells like shit.
Yeah.
It smells like this. It smells like that. You know, it don't smell like roses. It smells. It fucking stinks out here.
No.
You know. But with that said, though, that's how it tells you the difference. You know, there's gonna be a people like that.
Yeah.
And the people like that is so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans.
Yeah.
Man.
And even says, I think it even says in Exodus 1:11 that the Israelite women, they were lively.
Yeah. Beautiful women.
They were lively
with the nose rings, the ear rings. They had always. You know? What did the Lord say? Well, that's in is that Isaiah the 3rd chapter where he takes it? He said, take off your
gold. And
I can't remember what he said. How he said, take off all your gold. And that means you were loaded with gold and shit. Hey, well, when we came out of Egypt, what did we do? We robbed and spoiled Egyptians.
Niggas had so much gold, they made a golden calf.
So that lets you know the type of people, you could just look at the scriptures and it tells you the type of people.
They were some flashy motherfuckers.
They was flashy as fuck.
And in the way they left out.
Yeah, they left out. And then they robbed them on their way out.
Then they left super dramatically.
Yeah, oh, it was hella dramatic.
With the splitting of the so-called Red Sea.
Yeah. It was a big ass scene.
It was a big ass, thing.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
It was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It was something to talk about for years. We talking about it now.
We're still talking about it.
Because it was so great. Who known for doing shit like that, man? That thing is so great, you got to talk about it for a long time.
Right, you still talk about
it. Like, niggas still talk about, on a small level, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He never gonna die.
No, not until not on this side.
Shit, you get 50 years later.
Prince, same thing.
Some, because their impact was so strong. Yeah. You know, it's like, damn, man, these motherfuckers was different.
Yeah. They were the first of their kind.
Because they had that spiritual gift. Like, even when you did, like I said, you did with Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Oh, he'll be talked about when he died. Yeah. Because he was Jordan.
And then after this, let's not talk about LeBron James. 100 years from now,
he gonna be another.
What is the guy named? We're not gonna be here like that. But
Jordan, there was
just speaking.
There was a King James.
Yeah, there was a King. Yeah,
he got the Bibles.
Yeah, King James.
And that's nothing.
They call him King James. That's right.
Now he got the Bible. Now you would think about the Bible, you hear about King James. So his name would be synonymous with the scriptures. Why? Because in the world, you be like, hey man, y'all remember King James? Oh yeah, the Bible? No. LeBron, the LBJ or whatever the hell they call him. LJB, LeBron James, that guy. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember. But his name would be always remembered. You think of the Bible. Yeah. King James. It's the King James Bible. Yeah. So you'll have those memories of these guys.
And that's how Jake is. Jake is special.
Yeah.
So that's why, like I said, You know, for us, that's why, you know, we get the kingdom of heaven, it's going to be something else, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be something to really, it's going to be something to really remember.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the wealth that, because like I said again, Jake got a natural thing to look good.
Yeah.
And that's nothing wrong with that. Even his brothers in the truth, nothing wrong with being a brother in the truth and looking good, man. Because that's in our
We gotta
DNA.
look like a bum.
That's in our DNA to look good, man. That's not something. It's in our DNA to look good. We not. You know,
Especially Judah.
And we're not made to look like fucking bums.
It's heavier in Judah than it is the other.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
than
say.
the other 12.
Kings shall come out of thy loins.
Yeah, because Judah got that.
You know?
Judah is very, very heavy on
Yeah.
shiny,
Mm-hmm.
gold. You know, Judah's heavy on that.
Yeah.
You know, like the other of our people, they like it too. But no, but Judah is.
Yeah, they love that shit. Judah
You
love
know,
that. Good
Judah
gold,
love
man.
that gold shit.
Yeah.
You know, you can put some shit on, some diamonds sparkling everywhere.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Judah love that shit.
Go ahead. What you have?
Romans 9:18. Therefore have he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he harden.
Yup.
Thou wilt say unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will?
That's it. So whoever resisted his will, man. Go ahead.
And right quick, who could have stopped Esau's rise? Because the Lord willed it.
Yeah,
It
nobody.
was just like the Pharaoh rise was willed by the Lord. Just like the Babylonian rise, all kingdoms was willed by Yahweh Bashim al-Shai.
Yeah.
So-
So we talked about it last week.
Yep. So who gonna stop it? Because the Lord will rise up whom he will. And that's the whole point to Esau. Because when you go back to Job, Job say, I sustained them from eating with the flock of my dogs.
Yeah, they were fucking.
And the Lord took them very bottom fucking people
and made them the top.
that Job wouldn't even let sleep in the barn with his animals and put them above the Lord's people. You got, that's some shit.
Yeah.
That's some power, man.
Yeah.
Right? And that right there should show us that there's a power
Yeah, and
above all powers.
Yeah, and that's why when you
The
read-
fact that they're in power now today, right? The fact that they could steal, man, I'm telling you, the fact that they could steal different nations and fake like they're those nations, take their power, flip it, and make you think that they are what Esau has done can only be God-given
yeah,
power,
it's magical. It's mystical.
right? Only the Lord can give that kind of power.
It's divine because now you go to Brazil. We always talk about it. You got Jesus over there with his hands out.
Exactly.
So the man
Who
that
can
was
give
the
that
very
kind of-
bottom of all the nations ended up
Who can give
becoming
that
the
kind of
top of
power?
all the people.
Who could do that?
Only one could do that is the Most High, Yahweh Bashim al-Shai.
Oh, and Hitler. Let's talk about Hitler right quick. What did he do to the fake Jews? He ran them out of Germany. They were low, but yet they still rose above.
And they were being tax heavy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And that's when the
Hell yeah.
the Rockefellers coming up
Yep.
in that time.
What was it Arthur Balfour?
Yeah, they was dealing with that heavy ass persecution on them.
Exactly.
You know, he was saying, "Nah, you a Jew."
Yeah.
You know, they was going through it.
Yeah.
You know.
But also that scripture also saying what you were saying earlier, and also, speaking on Adam, is that no matter what, did Adam really want to go off? Did he honestly really want to go off? No. But he ended up doing it. But at the end of the day, it's Yahweh's will. At the end of the day, Yahweh, he created Adam. As he had Adam create everybody else and the angels and the elect and so forth, so forth. But at the end of the day, everybody would not be created without Yahweh. So everything's controlled by Yahweh. So nobody can resist Yahweh's will. Not even Yahweh Shah. Even though Yahweh Shah is one accord with Yahweh, of course. But at the end of the day, no one is above Yahweh.
Yeah.
And it's stated.
That's it. Go ahead. Hell, Yahweh Shah said it.
No, yeah, come on.
Yahweh Shah said it himself.
Verse 20. Nay, but O man, who art thou that replieth unto the power? Shall the things formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Have not the power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
That's it. So the Most High made one vessel unto honor and one unto dishonor. So if you were that clay that was made for dishonor, you can't tell the Lord, why has that made me this vessel unto dishonor?
Right.
Because I'm the one that made you and formed you this way.
Right.
So the so-called white man can't tell the Lord, well, why didn't you give me the blessing?
Right.
Why did you make me the wicked?
Right.
Why did you make me the least of all nations? Why did you do this?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be this, because this is what I wanted you to be. I fashioned you this way.
That's right.
Then something with doing that's for honor. He was made to be honorable.
That's right.
There's nothing he can do. And the main focus that reminds me of dealing with Jonah.
Mm-hmm. Can't get out of it.
Just as much as Jonah didn't really want to go teach the word and do what the Most High wanted him to do, he still had to go do it because he was made for that vessel to be of honor.
What was
He was
teacher? What was that?
Nineveh. Because he was a prophet. Same thing with Jeremiah. Jeremiah got tired. Jeremiah got tired dealing with Jake.
Yeah, he tried to run.
He was like, man, fuck this shit.
But what
He
he
said,
said,
man,
"Well,
these
I'm young.
niggas, they locked him up, put him in prison,
Yeah.
threw him in a pit, or, was doing all type of shit to him. He's like, man, fuck this shit, man. I'm done.
But when he the one said that about him being young,
Yeah, Jeremiah, 1 to 5, yeah.
yeah, he was like,
He said, how they listen to me, I'm young.
Yeah.
He said, don't say that for where all I command, I shall speak. So at the end of the day, if the Most High done made you a certain way, that's what you're gonna be. That's what we always say about the elect gonna be the elect, regardless of what you think or what you may feel. The 144,000 gonna be the 144,000. Nobody can speak against the Most High's elect because He made them that way. So when you're made a certain way, that's what you are. You can't unfast yourself on that. You can't turn yourself something that you're not.
Yeah.
And that's why like I said, going back dealing with Jeremiah. Jeremiah was tired, man. He was like, man, fucking these niggas. He was sick of dealing with it. That's a lot to deal with. You constantly curse these niggas out. They throwing you in prison. You tell them you know the Most High telling you what the fuck to do. But they're not even listening. They like me, Lord. So he like, man, why am I even talking to these niggas? What's the point? The Lord's telling me what to tell you. You got this one nigga talking about some where Jeremiah says a lie, the Babylon's gonna be destroyed in 3-4, whatever the fuck he said, 3-4 years. He gonna wait the hell off, whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So Jeremiah got tired of speaking to the people, man. So he was like, that's why he said I will no longer speak in the names of the Most High. But he said, but it burned it within me, and I could not stay.
couldn't help himself. Okay, yeah.
Because it was what he was meant to do. So basically, when you got a purpose, you can't stop what the Most High possible for you to be, and that's what Esau, man.
And another example is Stephen.
Yeah, them as well too. Yeah, he couldn't. They wouldn't.
He couldn't stop himself.
He couldn't control
Couldn't
himself.
help it.
That's what he was. That's why he couldn't. There's nothing he could do.
What does it say? Because Jeremiah says the fire burned within my belly.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
And that same fire that was in Stephen had that same type of fire, man. It was fiery as fuck. He couldn't stop it, man. He had to, because when the Most High jumped on him, that was it. Still going back dealing with Saul.
Yeah.
Saul didn't really. You could tell Saul at times didn't want to be wicked. Saul didn't want to be wicked.
It's Saul now amongst the prophets.
Saul. And you be honest, Saul loved the Lord.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
But he just couldn't do it because it wasn't his purpose.
His purpose to be was what he was.
So
it's not really even that, and that's to go to a point, is that it's not even really that Saul was just bad. That was just what the Lord made.
That's what he made.
He had a job.
And that's what a lot of these other dudes.
He had to fulfill his job. It's not even that these other, like Nate,
Yeah.
he's not just that he's a bad Israelite.
Yeah.
It's just his lot in life.
He
The
can't.
Lord, he can't do it. He got to do it that way.
He got to do that. There's no other way around it.
These new covenant niggas,
I believe a lot of them know the Most High.
yeah,
Like
but they just gotta.
even when you see like Alizé,
They just gotta do it.
you think Alizé do what he do? Like I said, no, he's wicked. But you think he do everything he do because he don't love the Most High?
No, he got to.
He gotta love. And
it's not that
he
he
has to
just-
have some love
yeah.
for the Lord, some form of righteousness
Right.
in him to do it because he believes he's an Israelite. That's without a doubt.
Right.
But he's just not right. He's not a prophet.
But that's his love for the Lord. Is doing what the Lord said you gotta do.
That's it.
Right? He's in order.
Yeah.
He's in order with Yahweh Shem Al Shai because this is what the Lord placed on him to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And see, a lot of times we get to the point we think that we can change man.
We can't.
That we can, or what the scripture say, I think it's in Job, and through deep sleep, I put man's on his purpose.
Mm-hmm.
When man is asleep, you know that?
Numbers,
when sleep fall upon a
sleep
man,
fall upon a man,
when the sleep fall upon a man,
The spirit is down.
yeah, I think it's in Job.
Yeah.
It's like Job, the 3rd chapter, so 4th chapter, something like
Deep
that.
sleep falls upon
When
a
deep
man.
sleep fall upon a man, right? The Lord put within him seals his purpose,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
his instructions,
Yeah.
right?
And
So,
really before even when you come here on earth, before you were formed in your mother's womb, like the script say.
yeah.
But
the point is that so when you look at all these guys, it's like we look at them like y'all some wicked ass niggas. Don't get me wrong, it's wicked what they doing, but yet they're doing the Lord's purpose.
Yeah, because that's just what they were seeking.
That's what you were sent to do. We're doing what we were sent to do.
You can't be nobody but yourself.
You can't be. That's it, man. What's that? I can't. MJG, 8-Ball MJG. Used to be my favorite song back in the day. I can't be nobody but me, and that's all I can be.
That's it.
Right? I can't be who you want me to be, because nigga, that ain't me.
That's it. Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I think if I'm not mistaken, that's 8-Ball MJG, right? So that's the whole point. Is I can't be who you want me to be. Yeah, because nigga, that ain't me.
Yeah, like I said, because like, go ahead, GB.
There's Job 33:15. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumbering upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men and seeth their instruction, and sealeth their instruction.
That's it. So when you sleep upon that bed, right? And that bed could be when you first born, when you're in your mother's womb, you're in the bed, right? So when you are deep sleep, you're in the womb during deep sleep, right? Your instructions is being sealed on what you gonna do and who you gonna be, right?
Really from before that.
Yeah.
Because Jeremiah said before
I formed thee
in the belly, I knew thee.
I knew thee.
Before I came to father, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet to the nations.
So you're already sealed on who you are
In that spiritual way.
Yeah. So when you get here and you get your instructions,
you're reenacting what you're supposed to do.
That's it.
On earth.
So who is it? So who are we
To get mad.
to get mad at you?
Yeah.
Because man, you're only doing what the Lord wanted you to do,
and that's why.
and we can't control or change it. But we can't take you off your purpose, right? We can't pull a man from his God-given purpose.
No matter how much we may know, how long we may know you, no matter how much we may have liked you, if you're not it, you're just not it. I mean, it's nothing against you.
No.
And that's the point through us growing through time and seeing, that a lot of these guys,
That's man's emotions.
that's man's emotions, just being like, that's why David, you find that story somewhere when David said, if he cursed, let him curse because the Most High
Oh yeah, you talking about
made him curse.
What was his name?
Because it's in First Samuel when he said, if he cursed me because of war,
Shemite or something like that.
Yeah, because he was talking shit to David. And
he was Saul's man, one of Saul's.
and David's.
I think I know Abishai the Shemite.
Yeah, he was like, let me come up here and slay this dog.
Yeah. Oh, I think it was Joab. Or
Joab wanted to kill him because David said no.
One of them wanted to.
If he cursed, let him curse.
Yeah.
Because it's the Lord that
It's the Lord that's doing it.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
2 Samuel 16, verse 1. And when David was a little past the top of the hill, behold, Ziba, the servant of Mephibosheth. That's it.
You go ahead.
Shebeth.
Servant of Mephibosheth met him with a cup of asses saddle and a pump. Asses.
Because right now, so just a quick brief story.
Shebeth.
David was running from his son Absalom, because Absalom was trying to take the kingdom from his father. So he got the hell out. So basically him and his men were running. Go ahead.
Asses saddle and upon them 200 loaves of bread and 100 bunches of raisins and 100 of summer fruits and a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
And the king said unto Ziba, What manest thou by these? And Ziba said, The asses be for the king's household to ride on, and the bread and summer fruit for the young men to eat, and the wine that such as be faint in the wilderness may drink. And the king said, And where is thou master's son? And Ziba said unto the king, Behold, he abideth at Jerusalem, for he said, Today shall the house of Israel restore me the kingdom of my father. Then said the king to Ziba, Behold, thine are all that pertain unto Mephibosheth. And Ziba said, I humbly beseech thee that I may find grace in thy sight, my lord, O king. And when King David came to Bahurim, behold, thence came out a man of the family of the house of Saul, whose
Yeah.
name was Shemai.
Shemaiah. Yeah. Let me see. Was it?
Shemai.
Yeah. Shemaiah.
Shammai, the son of Gera. He came forth and cursed still as he came. And he cast stones at David and at all the servants of King David, and all the people
Throwing fucking
and
rocks.
all the mighty men were on his right hand and on his left. And thus said Shemai, when he cursed, come out, thou bloody man, and thou man of Belial.
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 The devil.
The devil.
So he called King
Satan.
David the devil, man. Go ahead.
Them names all hard. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he was
Go ahead.
talking shit. So he was running his mouth, man.
It's always hard to pull out.
Go ahead.
The Lord hath returned upon thee all the blood of the house of Saul,
Shit like that.
in whose stead thou hast resigned, and the Lord hath delivered the kingdom into the hand of Absalom, thy son. And behold, thou art taken in thy mischief, because thou art a bloody man.
You talk big shit.
Yeah.
Then said Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, unto the king, why should this dead dog curse my lord
It's
the
Abishai.
king? Let me go over, I
Smite.
pray thee, and take off his head.
That's it.
And the king said, what have I do with you, ye son of Zeruiah?
Yeah.
So let him curse, because the Lord hath said unto him, curse David. Who shall then say, wherefore hast thou done so?
That's it. Same thing. So that's the point. So, hey, David say, look, he cursing me out.
Yeah.
It's the Most High. So how am I? You gonna tell the Most High to stop him from cursing? Because David, as he got older, he understood
Wisdom.
what the will of the Most High was. You know, and that's us in this truth. We gotta get on that level. You know, that's something that we have to also. Now, I'm not saying that you go, you on a random day, you let some nigga come smack shot you.
No.
No, I mean, don't be simple, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a simple-minded nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, there's times when, just a demon will come up and just kind of fuck with you, man.
Yeah.
And if it's not harming you, it's the Lord. Let it be what it is, man. You know, because it's the Most High did it for His purpose. You know what I'm saying? So that's what David started understanding at the time. He said, well, it's the Lord doing it, man. He said, what the fuck? So I can't, whatever the Lord got set up, what the hell can I do?
Yeah,
and that's why the Lord loved David so hard, because David understood when the Most High was doing something.
Right.
He's like, man.
But he understood, and too, King David understood that if the Lord wanted to kill him,
He did it.
he'd have did it. He'd have put him to death multiple times.
He
He could have killed him with the bear. Could have killed him with the lion.
Yep.
He could have
Saul.
slaughtered with Saul. He
With
could have
his
killed
son.
him with sons.
Yeah.
So it could have been multiple times when he had to go deal with the
Ahab.
Ammonites.
Yeah, Ammonites. Yeah, he got.
Right.
Yep. There's other times, and it's like, and when the Psalms, and when David went to war.
Yeah, multiple
David
nations.
David actually
Right.
there was when they was going to war, he got of older age. He almost got sloop
He
on him,
almost
man.
got sloop, yeah.
One of his
They
men
sent
came
him
in and saved him and said, man, you gotta go
That's
home.
how he got in trouble with Bathsheba.
Yeah, he said, man, you gotta go.
Because he was at home at that time.
Yeah, you
He
gotta
was
go
at
home.
at that time.
You know, he told me because you gotta go home because he was getting older age.
Because see, the men were at war. Remember,
Yeah.
so when King David was at home when he met Bathsheba.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was at home, his men were at war because what was her husband's name?
Uriah.
Uriah
Mhm.
had to come off the battlefield,
Mm-hmm.
right? And King David would normally be on the battlefield
Mm-hmm.
with his men,
Mhm.
but he wasn't on the battlefield at that time. See, he was at home, so you bored at home.
Bored. Yeah, boy. Yeah, that's what I say. TV always talk about it. The idle servant.
Yeah,
You know, and he, at the moment he was idle.
Yeah,
he
wasn't doing
fell
nothing at the
into
moment.
temptation to sin. You know, God. But so that's the point. So, David understood that. He knew what the will of the Most High was. He knew when the Most High gonna kill him, man. He gonna fucking take my ass out, man.
so if the Lord wanted to do it, he'd do it.
He'd do it. So there's nothing I can't fight or resist it. So there's nothing I can truly do to do anything against the Most High. So this man's cursing me out. Fuck it. Let him talk shit.
Because he knew he wasn't gonna harm him.
It ain't nothing anyway.
Right.
Fuck
Now,
he
if
gonna
he'd
do
came
you?
to physically harm him,
It's different.
no, that's the difference. See, King David understood that. The difference, see, like niggas today, like, oh, so we're supposed to sit in there, somebody's, no, dumb nigga.
Yeah.
Because had he came up to harm King David,
Oh, His bodyguards would did his work.
See what I'm
The
saying?
mighty man would
It'd have been a whole nother
Would have got to
thing.
him before he was able to even get
Right.
up. Go ahead.
And even with him throwing rocks, he was throwing them, but he wasn't. You
He
know,
was probably missing him.
he was missing them. He was, he wasn't hitting nobody.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because if he'd have hit the king with a rock or something, we didn't have a
Yeah,
problem.
it'd probably been the thing.
Right.
Go
But
ahead.
no issue there.
Go ahead.
And David said to Abishai and to all his servants, behold, my son, which came forth of my bowels, seeketh my life. How much more now many this Benjamin.
Benjamin. Yeah.
Do it. Let him alone and let him curse, for the Lord hath bidden him.
Yup. Yes, for the Lord have bidden him. Go ahead.
It may be that the Lord will look on my affliction, and that the Lord will require my good for his cursing this day, and as David and his men went by the way, Shammah went along on the hillside over against him, and cursed as he went, and threw stones at him and cast dust. And the king and all the people that were with him came wearily and refreshed themselves there.
So okay. Not only that too, also when you think about it too, he feared the Lord even more because what he did with Bathsheba, and what he did, he sent his men out to die, just to have that woman. So when he was going through his time, he was even more humble than what he even was, because he's like, at the end of the day, I fucked up. That's why he said maybe the Lord will look on my affliction, because at the end of the day, if you're going through some shit, you fucked up. It's like shit. It's in your head, man. It's the Lord doing it to me. Because at the end of the day, I'm the one who fucked up. And he's right. My son is looking to kill me and shit. Because at the end of the day, I'm the one who fucked up. So, we gotta even think on that perspective too. And King David, he was so humble that he truly regretted what he did. So he would let some commoner or someone way lower than him talk shit to him like he's a king. Because he knew it's the Lord talking shit to him.
Because he remember how when Nathan came to him,
Mm-hmm.
he remember how when Nathan came to
Because
him.
that happened after that. That was after Bathsheba.
He knew how it was when Nathan came to him. Most High came on his ass.
Yeah.
So he's letting the Most High get at him.
Yeah.
He's letting the Most High. This motherfucker.
Well,
the Most High
well-
put the spirit in this nigga that cursed me out.
Well, what does the scripture say? What he had used the weak things to confound the.
Yeah. The scripture say the Most
know?
High used man.
Yeah. Yeah. So what
And
he
that
says,
shows he's not a prideful man.
Yeah.
King David was a prideful man.
Mhm.
So he'll use somebody beneath you to talk shit to you
Mm-hmm.
and see how you react.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you so high and mighty,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
King David knew not to react to it.
Yeah.
And then it's like when a dog talk or barking and shit, they dump their feet,
Mm-hmm.
brush their feet up, talking shit, just flinging rocks, not necessarily at somebody, but flinging them, motherfuckers, fuck you, motherfucking ass, y'all, you dirt bloody motherfucker, just talking shit. Everything going over the head, he's venting. Let that man, that's the Lord, man. Let the man vent. He's not the Lord. That's the Lord venting through him.
Yeah.
The Lord is pissed at me.
And that's understanding the will of the Most High. And that's
That's it.
cool. And that's understanding.
Yeah.
Going right back to what we were speaking about. If the Most High has something set up, there's nothing you can do against it.
Nothing you can do.
You can't stop it. Like he was set up to curse out King David. That was his main storyline.
And Saul had been gone. So
That man was born to curse out King David.
That was his
So like
point.
I said, so we deal with everybody,
that was his point.
like we deal with everybody in the past years, all the niggas that went off and did wickedness and did wickedness and did all righteous against us and did things they weren't supposed to do. It's all good, man. It's all good. Hey, we ain't mad, man. We not mad, man. We might not like y'all niggas, but that is what it is. But we're not mad, man. It did, because we understand the Most High made it that way for that purpose, and that's the Most High's purpose. Our job is do what we're supposed to do and get to the kingdom of heaven. Everything else don't fucking matter, man.
Yeah.
So whatever niggas that did us wrong, that did wrongdoings, did things they weren't supposed to, did wickedness, like the Lord sees our affliction, the Lord account on them on that day when the Lord get ready to deal with it. But as for us, we ain't mad at it, man. Because what the hell we gonna do? So we're gonna let the Lord do his thing, let the Most High take control, take the wheel, and do what the Most High gonna do. Same thing with Esau. We can't go grab arms and go start killing Edomites and shit. That's not the will of the Lord. That's not our purpose right now. We're here to prophesy and teach the word of the Most High and bring it out and bring out the truth. Fighting ain't and right now. Fighting ain't violence ain't the answer right now for us. You know, us going in beating up random Edomites and shit, going killing people. That's not our answer. That's just us going off. That's us going against the Lord. Most likely we're resisting the power of the Lord. So so that's why when you when you get into scripture, you gotta be spiritual, because you gotta remember what Jeremiah told the king of Judah at the time. He says you gotta submit to the Babylonians, but that's the word of the Lord. He couldn't understand that. He couldn't get it.
Yeah.
But that's because why? Scripture said the Most High is hard to understand, man. You know,
No matter what, he was meant to go on.
and that's going right back to Adam. So that's why it all goes in together. Adam was sent, like TV said, Adam was set to go off, man. There's nothing that we could have done. Even though Ezra was like, damn, because he knows, he like, shit, because he seen everything that happened. He like, damn, we're going through hell right now. Only if Adam didn't sin, we won't be in this shit. So really, Ezra sees in his man emotions.
No, that's it. Yeah.
He's in his man emotions. That's why when he said in 2 Ezra 6:54, if the earth be for our sakes, why do we not possess heritage? Well, we know why, because we're wicked. We weren't doing right. But that's him. That Jeremiah said,
being weak.
I cried. I cried for the children of my people. He was like, damn, Lord, we only made to be slaves. But the Lord told him, bro, look, y'all ain't doing what the fuck y'all supposed to do.
Right.
So why would I give you something when you're not acting right? Go ahead.
And then it's also generations on down, not even past Adam, our people continue to go on.
Yeah.
And continue. So Lord gave us many chances. And then not only that, we currently have a chance now.
Yeah.
Why? Because the scriptures also say if all Israel will come right, the Lord, he will come back now.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
That's right.
So we have a chance now. And it's just not happening. It's just not happening.
Yeah.
So it's still going on to this day.
Yeah.
So you motherfuckers need to be put down.
Yeah.
So you niggas need to be put to death, bro. So cause at the end of the day, everything, if the Lord really, everything's controlled by Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. So at the end of the day, fuck you niggas, bro.
Hey. So let's
Oh, you got that
let's
Deuteronomy 20,
right quick.
19 and
Just put this,
Yeah.
put this out right quick though. Like when we was coming back home, if the Lord wanted to kill us, that was the perfect time,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We all was in that motherfucker, right? Think about it.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Motherfucking tire pop,
Yeah. The Wadi Abba.
doing 90, 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's got pop. Hey man, bitch went over to the other lane. What? That with nobody around at that time. Not a motherfucking car, not a truck, nothing. Right? It could have been over. Right? But when the Lord, that's the power of the Lord. That was the first thing I thought about.
Yeah.
Power of the Lord. Go Lord Yahweh Shema Shai.
Yeah.
Because that was a situation that it could have been. You could have got everybody. So if the Lord willed us to die, well, we wouldn't be.
It'd have been a couple days ago.
Yeah. Was that last week or whatever?
Yeah.
So
and we weren't expecting it. You weren't thinking about it. Nope. Didn't know. Because I told you I had a dream. We was driving the fire. Fucking pop. But now I can tell I'm like 8 pop. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now I can, But there's spirit. Because that's why, because like I said again, we don't control shit, man. We just don't. We have to mercy hand of the Most High at all times.
Your whole life is a fucking chance.
If the Most High like you enough, you just might make it.
Right.
Nah, yeah.
I mean, but people gotta think about that.
And if the Most High like you enough, you just
That's my man.
might.
Yeah, he loved the shit out of King David.
Yeah.
Because the Lord killed for less. Hey, the Lord put you down for
way
less.
Yeah.
Lord killed for
Way
less,
less.
man.
Because we
Hey,
got to think about it.
The one dude picked up the stick, right? And that's what the border of the fringes is about. He went to pick up a stick on the Sabbath, right? That's why I say, hey, shit, make you a border of your fringes garments so you remember on the Sabbath, never do no servile work.
Yeah.
Right? He went to pick up a stick. What happened to him? Lord put his ass to death just for that.
Shoot, not only that, Eli and his sons. His sons was going off. He wouldn't even tell his sons. The Lord killed Eli.
That's another.
If the
That's
Most High
what
like
I'm
you
saying.
enough,
The Lord,
just might
he
make
killed for less.
Knocked him off over his motherfucking
that,
chair.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Eli fell
Broke
over
his
backwards.
neck.
Broke
So
his
this is the
fucking
thing about it. So that's why there is no fear. Because if the Most High want to take you out,
He'll do it.
He gonna do it
And
by
believe me,
himself.
There's many ways he can do
He
it.
can do it anytime. So they're like, what the fuck?
And he could have, because the Lord could have stopped us
Yeah.
when I was 9 years old. Right? That'll cut all y'all off. None of y'all would have came.
So we weren't supposed to be here. We won't be
You get what I'm saying? So if you ain't got a purpose or a will, brother,
went.
we'd have got killed off back when I was 9.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you had no purpose or will,
And that's why David. Hey, that's
So don't
why.
worry,
and
man.
that's why David has so much. That's
Worry
why
about
when David went to go fight,
he didn't worry.
he had so much confidence, man.
Yeah.
He fought
Yeah, the Lord.
no care.
Yeah.
That's what he fought with no care. He said because he said I
His
shall
first
not
battle-
die this day, but I should declare the name of the Most High.
Yeah. Because what was his first battles? His first battle he ever
The lion.
fought was the fucking lion.
Well,
And
lion.
the bear,
Go lion bear. Yeah.
right? The first battle he ever really fought.
It was a lion.
So if you gonna get killed,
That's time to kill my ass.
right?
Mm-hmm. That's the time. The Lord ain't do it. So why would he do? Why would the Most High do it now? So we gotta be here for a reason. David knew I'm here for a reason. That's why David was so. That's why I love David, man. You know, David's like one of my favorite. Because you read about David, man. It gets me always. I love talking about David because his life, his story is so powerful, so impactful. It's like, damn, man. Because David could have get killed so many times. He just knew, nigga, I'm supposed to be here. Not in prideful, on some like prideful man shit like 50 Cent to say, some wicked ass nigga. But it's in the spirit of the Lord. Like, I'm here because the Most High want me here because the Most High, fit me to be this, man. So I'm all praise to Yahweh Bashina Shah for allowing me to live.
And then you have to think about it. So like you think about it a little deeper. Like I ain't trying to be weird. Maybe it's weird. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But being a father, you think about it, right? The cutoff could have been me. So the cutoff, because you can't come through nobody else but me, right? Because there is nobody else. So right. So the cutoff, I was thinking when I was younger, I was riding a bike coming down the middle of the street. When I was in Detroit, riding down the street, went across the street, fucking car, bam, hit my ass, man. I remember being up in the air, hitting the ground, jump back on my bike. It was all fucked up. Ran that bitch home. But point is, I jumped up, grabbed my bike, ran that bitch home. No, not a scratch, not a scar. That's death. For most people, you get ran over by a fucking car, a little kid. You get what I'm saying? So when the Lord want to kill you, you start thinking about those things. Damn, I had a near-death experience a couple times. So, damn, Lord, if you was gonna kill me then, well, hey, what is the reason? You know what I mean? So you think about that. So you think about that. That'll kill all y'all off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no me, there's no you. So call on y'all about y'all side, man.
Ain't no question. That's why ain't no question, man.
Yeah. So
it's just the will. It's just the will of the Most High.
We're doing the will. So this is the will. So whether we doing it righteously or wickedly,
it's the will of the Most
brother,
High.
we got to play our part, right? Hey, them dudes got to play their part, right? The whole earth gonna play its part because it's the will of the Lord.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If that's His will,
That's His will.
that's His will. If the
we
Lord
do.
will was to whoop that ass,
That's why Yahweh Shah always said that, man. And then that's why Yahweh Shah, like I said, like
he did it.
That's why Yahweh Shah is so deep. He understood it to the T. Deeper than us.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's
look,
it.
he told Farmer's Grip Up Shah, said, you can do nothing to me unless it's given to you by my father.
Yep. Like we whooped that dude's ass.
Because
It was all in the will
yeah,
of the Lord.
yeah, because everything stopped too.
Everything stopped.
God did.
Nobody got out. Everything was just quiet.
Everything
calm.
stopped, man.
But when other than all you can hear was oh.
Yeah, everything
But
stopped.
other than that,
yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
And then afterwards, shit started moving. Shit went on pause.
Yeah. And so, but once that is what it is, it's really what it was like.
Yeah.
Like everybody stopped.
Everything stopped.
Yeah.
Everything was this pause.
But the point is,
normally help will
all
come.
that traffic. Yeah.
Normally
Jump
you'll get like police to come. Like normally, like every time we get the police to come up randomly,
and they came when we was leaving.
firefighters will come up randomly just
random.
stop it before it even goes anywhere further.
Yeah.
But that shit go where it had to go because that was what the Most High wanted.
Right. Yeah.
The Most High wanted him to get his ass whooped by the prophets.
Yeah.
Because he needed that shit, man.
And we walked our asses away. We walked away, moved on.
That was it.
That was it.
That was the will of the Lord.
What else you do?
He got hella Dorius.
Yeah.
He got hella Dorius.
What else
man.
did you do?
The angels came out, beat shot hella Dorius.
Yeah.
Fucked him up.
Yeah. What else?
And he went back. He was on the hospital bed.
Yeah.
Angel popped
said,
up.
"Leave him alone,
and
man."
the angel popped up on his
Yeah.
ass, saying,
Yeah.
"Look, you better think.
Put more fear in him.
You better think the priest.
Yeah.
That your life was
got
spared.
your life. That's
Nigga.
it.
And he
Just because the
disappeared.
priest prayed for his ass.
He was all fucked up.
Yeah. Literally. So
That's the way. Well, sign of a joke, man.
No.
Yeah, so I'll call you Habashim Shai.
Yeah, I always-
And I always say that in my prayers.
Every day.
Dwadi Habashim Shai for the good and the bad.
Yeah, because you got to. You got
That,
to.
you know, that's a part. And I always say Dwadi Habashim Shai, allow me to live today.
Yeah.
Allow me to be safe. You know, allow waking up. Because, you know, it's the most that allow me to wake up.
Yeah,
It's the Lord that allowed me to be able, you know, to just survive as long as we have
That's right.
in this world. I mean, we ain't doing this shit on our own.
No, man.
It's all through the Lord. I always say Dwadi Habashim Shai for allowing me to live in. And, you know, to allow me to be able to, you know, live.
A
Because
lot
the
of that
Lord.
experience, one way or the other.
Good, if it's good or bad. I always say Dwadi Habashim for the good and the bad. That's always my prayer. Because Job said that.
Yeah.
He said, he said, though I continually say, I'm still going to praise him. So basically, Job said,
No matter what.
whatever you do, thank you.
When it's great, when it's bad.
Because
it's okay.
all from you.
And evidently, I need to learn something.
Oh, but go ahead.
Where we at?
When Yahushua told I think it was like St. John or something, but he told what was it? He said you can do nothing to me unless it was given to you by my Father which is in heaven. Because basically he said, aren't thou the king of he said, aren't thou, they threatened to kill you. He said, well, you can't do nothing to me unless it was given to you by my Father.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's like St. John something. Could be Matthew.
Matthew 7:21? No, that's not it.
Yeah, go to Matthew, go to St. John 19 and go to 11. St. John 19, 11. Yeah. Start at 19. Start at 19:1.
St. John 19:1.
What about St. John? Come right up too. I know St. John something.
John 19.
Yeah, St. John 19. Yeah, go ahead. We're gonna read that whole little chapter.
St. John 19, verse 1. Then Pilate therefore took Yahushua and scourged him. And the soldiers planted a crown of thorns and put it on his head.
Yep.
And they put on him a purple robe.
Yep.
And said, Hail, King of the Jews. And they smote him with their hands. Pilate therefore went forth again and saith unto them, Behold, I bring him forth to you, that ye may know that I find no fault in him.
Yep.
Then came Yahushua forth wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robe. And Pilate said unto them, Behold the man. When the chief priests therefore and officers saw him, they cried out, saying, Crucify him, crucify him. Pilate saith unto them, Take ye him and crucify him, for I find no fault in him. The Jews answered him, We have a law, and by our law he ought to die, because he made himself the son of Yahweh Shah. When Pilate therefore heard that, saying he was the more afraid, and went again into the judgment hall, and saith unto Yahushua, Whence art thou? But Yahushua gave him no answer. Then saith Pilate unto him, Speakest thou not unto me? Knowest thou not that I have power to crucify thee, and have power to release thee? Yahushua answered, Thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given thee from above. Therefore, he that delivered
That's it.
me.
So Yahushua said it. He said, well, look, man, you can't do nothing against me unless it was ordained by the Most High. Like 11. You know, you can't do anything to me unless it was ordained by the Heavenly Father. You know? So that's why Yahushua was so deep, because he understood that thing to the T, man. You know, he had it down pat, the will of the Most High. He knew it. He told me, he said, well, he threatened to crucify him. Well, I can kill you right now.
That First John.
Well, man, you can't kill me unless the Most High told you to, man.
Same.
Read it again.
Yahushua answered, thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given thee from above. Therefore, he that delivers me unto thee hath the greater sin.
That's it. So,
And who delivered him to him?
his own people.
Which was Judas.
Judas, yep, his own people. And that's what Yahweh said. So he said, look, man, at the end of the day, fuck all the threatening games, man. There ain't nothing you can do unless the Lord ready for you to kill me. That's the point. Knowing what the will of the Most High is, man. You know, same thing. Yahweh Shai told Paul. He said, "Why doest thou kick us against the pricks?" Because you can't do anything against it, but before it, man. You can't stop it. You know, and this is what Esau's trying to do doing now with the world. He's trying to stop it. He's trying to constantly, always trying to find a way out of something. Bro, there's only so much you can do. If the Most High willed you to go down, you're gonna go down. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can't stop what the Lord already set for you to do. You know? So if Esau set to be destroyed, Esau set to be fucking destroyed. What else can you say? Nothing, man. Same thing with us. If we're of the elect, we're of the elect. There's nothing that you can do. You know? If we're gonna be here till Yahweh Shah returns, we're gonna fucking be here. If not, we won't. Because it's not us. We don't decide how long we live. We don't decide our life. We come here from the Isaiah chapter 6.
And let me get this right quick before you
Just
go.
real quick.
I think this is Joseph. Isn't that Joseph, Genesis the 45th?
Yeah. But oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Joseph. Right here. This right quick. I'm just get here. This is Genesis 45:7. And Yahweh Bashim El-Shai sent me before you to preserve you a posterity in the earth, and to save your lives by a great deliverance. So now it was not you that sent me hither, but Yahweh Bashim El-Shai, and he have made me a father to Pharaoh, and lord of all his house, and a ruler throughout all the land of Egypt. That was Joseph.
That's the
But
Lord
who,
that did
but like, who did it?
The Lord did.
The Lord did.
The Most High did it, man.
That's it.
It's the Most High that allowed it to be. So,
That's right.
at least even us see anything in our life, we make certain moves. Brothers get certain things going, financial different things changes. It's because the Lord put you in that mental position to do it. The Most High put it on you to do it. Put spirit on you to think that way or to do those certain things. It's not you. It's the Lord that allows you to do. That's why I said again, we don't get to bargain with the Most High on how long we get to be here. We don't get to bargain with the Most High on how long America gonna be here. It's up to them. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. We don't even bargain our own life.
Yep.
Our life was already set in the heavens before we came here.
Yeah, we don't know when we're gonna die.
Our lifespan was the Lord already told us our lifespan. He told so there's nothing we can fucking do, man.
Lamentations 3:37. Who is he that saith, and it cometh to pass when the Lord Yahweh commandeth it not?
That's it. So who the fuck is a man going? So the Most High ain't say it.
Who can say it?
Who can say it, man? That's the thing about all that new covenant shit. All this, it doesn't matter what you say.
Yeah.
The Lord didn't. The Lord didn't make that His word. Just with the false prophet that Jeremiah was dealing with, and the Most High ended up killing his fucking ass.
Yeah.
Because he was going off. Ain't nothing you can do. Like Judas couldn't stop himself. Like you think Judas didn't love the Lord? This is real shit. Judas did love the Lord. You would think that nigga didn't love him. He did.
Yeah.
He walked with him. He ate with him. He said, Lord, am I the traitor? He was like, shit, I'm the one too, huh? And Yahweh Shah was so cold, he was like, go do what you gotta go do, man.
Yeah.
Because he knew who the fuck he was, man. Yahweh Shai wasn't mad at fucking... You gotta think about it. Yahweh Shai wasn't mad at Judas. Because he knew that Judas was supposed to be who he was.
Yeah, he had to do it.
He called it back in St. John 6 in the 56, called him out. He said, but one of you are a fucking devil.
Yeah, that's right.
And he knew which one it was the whole time. He knew who the nigga was gonna get him fucked up. We couldn't do that, man. We can't sit with a nigga that you know gonna get you killed.
Nah. Yeah. Not especially if you know it.
Because Yahweh understood what the will of the Lord was. He knew that, man, look, I got a job to do. And my part is to be here for my people and to sacrifice myself for the nation.
Yeah, that's right.
This must be. Just how when Peter said, Peter, hey, when the Lord told Peter, he said, "Thou gonna serve me thrice."
Yeah.
He's like, no. Y'all wish I said, you call my father a liar? What the fuck you gonna say to that?
Can't say shit.
What can you say to that, man? What did Peter end up doing? Exactly what the Most High ordained.
Can't do shit about it.
And Peter's sitting there, oh shit. He told me I was gonna do this.
Yep. Well, that go to say this is Romans 13:1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers.
Yeah, and who's now right now? Who's the higher power?
Yeah.
Esau Edom.
Esau Edom. Yep.
That's
but the highest power.
The highest, yeah, it was
but, you know,
only to the Most High, Yahweh.
Yeah, right. Because they're doing the Lord's bidding.
They doing that's why. And it's like I said again.
Like when they told, like said Jeremiah.
I'm like I said again, like, you know, you get to a level in the shoot where, you know, when you first come, you mad at every fucking thing, oh, I'm mad, man. But you get to the point where you're like, you're not mad at shit because you know it's the Lord doing his will, man.
Yeah.
Esau put us in slavery because
that's the Lord's will.
It's the Lord's will, man. We weren't shit any fucking way. I mean, now, we'll get this women back, hell yeah. We pissed? Yeah, we pissed. But we're gonna get his ass.
Yeah.
We're not gonna look at it, Edomite, be like, man, fuck that motherfucker. No, I really just walk past that. It's like, whatever. It's Esau.
Yeah.
He a devil. We don't go to slavery. Yeah. You know, I don't have no animosity toward no fucking Edomite. Because they're gonna be fucking destroyed. Scripture say, if he not thou the wicked. Don't be mad at them niggas because that's their job to do what they're doing.
Even our own people.
Even Jake.
Because
Jacob be a bitch ass nigga, man. He want to fuck Jacob like last week. He want to put like, man.
Same rules apply.
Saying, you know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at these niggas.
Fuck.
Sometimes Jake, we fucking up, but Jake, we fucking up bad. People are most supposed to be being right, but you look at Jacob like, man, whatever. You just fucked up ass nigga, man.
Fucked up.
We just stay away from him. And that's why we not out there. You don't see us out there in the hoods cursing them niggas out.
Yeah.
For what? Man, the Lord got them like that, bro. And that's the thing about it. That's why the apostles and elders are just on a high level of understanding that these niggas can't get. Because they can't understand the fact it's all about the elect. No matter how much hollering and screaming we do, no matter how many times I've seen with my own eyes, scripture you bring out, points you'll make, you could be on point with everything, but a nigga still argue your point off. So like, okay, bro, go home. We done.
Let me finish this off.
You know?
Romans 13:1, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, which you know we're talking about Esau.
Yep.
But which really reflects back to Yahweh Shemel Shah.
Really
reflects back to Yahweh Shah, which reflects back to Yahweh.
Yep.
Right? For there is no power but Yahweh.
Yep, that's it.
The powers that be are ordained of Yahweh.
That's it.
And Salakia, and I'm not at all disrespecting Yahweh Shah, the ordained come from Yahweh.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
Right?
Yeah.
And which is passed to Yahweh Shah.
Yeah, that's the order.
And Yahweh Shah passes it down.
That's the order.
And it's order. Like the Lord said, let everything be done in decency and order. Mm-hmm. So yes, it's ordained by Yahweh Shah. Mm-hmm. But the ultimate is the Heavenly Father, Yahweh.
That's it.
Right? The Father of lights.
Yeah, that's it.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
He's the source.
And that's why I say again, that's why when we get put up by the
we all
police,
plug into it.
You get put up by, like so you could be driving, you could be doing everything right, the police still won't fuck with you.
They're gonna do it.
You don't get mad, man.
Yeah.
You don't go, hey, man, fuck you won't, man. What you trying to, bro? Yes, sir.
It don't matter what you say. If it's ordained for them to kill you,
yeah, they don't kill you.
It don't give it doesn't matter how nice you are to them motherfuckers.
Yeah, they kill you. They're fine.
Because they're gonna find something.
That demon to pop up.
Because no matter what they gonna do, it was a movie that was like that. The dude, no matter what he kept waking up. That fucking Edomite cop kept killing his ass.
I'm being spiritual. I'm speaking about
that's
the
the
fact
spirit.
that submit to the powers, understanding that.
No, but you get what I'm saying though. Because
no matter what,
we said no matter.
He try everything.
Yeah, you see that?
He try everything.
He didn't even get out the house one time.
No, he said no. Nigga came, knocked on the door.
Came looking for him. Came looking for his ass. Came and got it.
Like, what the fuck is this shit?
No matter what, when it's ordained for you to die.
Eventually he got over it though. But,
But the point
was that he tried so many times, man, ain't nothing he could have
do
done
shit about it.
because the Lord already ready to be that way. Nothing he could fucking do, man. And that's what us, bro. That's why there's no such thing as David was great because of the Lord. You know, we all know this is milk. understanding. But even with us, man, we're here because Yahweh Bashim Shah. You know,
I can't remember the name of the movie.
I mean,
everything that we do, us living this human experience as spiritual beings, it's all here because of the Lord. You know, we do this. We come here every week teaching the word not because we want to, but we want to. We love it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But ultimately because of the Most High.
Lord got us doing it.
The Lord make us do
The
this.
Lord
thing,
put
man.
us in it. Put
He
it
put
in
the
us
spirit
to, like,
on us to go out here
to
every
wanna
week,
do it.
to go out here and do it. You know, so
Hey,
everything.
Yahweh said, not my will, but yours.
So everything that we do is the will of the Heavenly Father and His Son.
Yeah.
Nothing is of our own. That's why you got the apostles and elders. They're the apostles they're the elders, the bishops, because that's what they were meant
That's
to
what
do.
they were here to do.
We're not them because it's not our job.
It's not
right
our
now.
job.
We're fucking YSO.
Right. We're
You know,
down
with a couple
below.
hundred people know us and shit,
Yeah.
and that's who we are.
That's who we are. That's who
We're
we
not
meant to
mad at that.
be. We're who we meant to be.
Who we're supposed to be. We're speaking about that in I think it was Isaiah 12 and 34, or no, Isaiah 34 and or 12, that the Lord gonna give unto them line by line. They got a certain
things.
portion that they gonna get, man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, man. It's like it's nothing wrong with being the Zechariah. There's nothing wrong with that. And you got
Solomon's
Obadiah and
doorman.
shit. It's just
To
okay.
be like being the
It's all
doorman of
good,
something.
man. And then this with this truth, you shouldn't be in this thing to be like a type of nigga to be a Mr. Know-it-all,
Yeah.
or you in it to be smarter than everybody,
Yeah.
because you want to be that top guy and shit. That's not the spirit, man. You know, you gotta be in this. We're in this thing mainly for salvation. That's it.
Yeah,
We're hoping to be saved, and we don't even know we're gonna be saved. We hope to be saved. Go ahead.
I appreciate it. This Proverbs 16:1. The preparation of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from Yahweh.
That's it.
All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes.
Wait. Go back there. Just cut on.
Proverbs chapter 16 verse 1. The preparations of the heart in man and
the preparation of the mind of the man. We'll go back to Job 33rd. Every thought you have, go ahead.
the preparations of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is formed Yahweh. It's formed by the
It's
Lord.
formed by Yahweh.
That's just the thoughts you have.
So, and the thoughts you have, and when it come out your mouth,
it's from the Most High.
that's the Lord speaking.
Just right now. Everything,
It's ordained.
Like I said, like when you think of a business,
Yeah.
oh, I got this business idea.
That's the Lord that gave it
It's
to
the Lord
you.
gave it to you. If you want to, I want to go out to one day and get some. It's the Lord gave it to you.
Yeah.
Because obviously something that you can do.
Yeah.
Lord allowed you to think that way. Because a lot of guys don't think like that. You know, Lord give you certain things for reasons.
Especially
Give you certain thoughts for reasons, man.
Yep. So you better act upon it.
So you better act upon it. So when you think about it and you get the idea, you better go do it because the Most High put in you to go do it.
Yeah, get started. That's right.
It's
You
not-
never know what
Yeah.
the flourishment
It's not that
is.
the Most High don't want you to have financial gain.
No.
The Most High give you a thought for a business to make your financial situation better. He did it for a reason to give you that for a reason. There's a reason why you like to go do it. You go do it because there's one thing that I might not like fucking doing, but this thing I like to do.
But not all men are the same. Because there's men who know how to deal with finances.
Yeah.
Where it's not overpowering them. And they worry, and they, oh, I ain't fuck with the Lord no more. I got all this. I got,
worrying about it.
right,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Slow
saying?
down.
Right.
Say no, you don't see the ass no more.
Exactly. See, but there's men who the Lord know he got to keep a little broke. Because if I don't keep him broke, we ain't gonna hear from him in 2 years. And then it's gonna be too late. You know what I'm saying? Now we done shit done went off. I don't want to lose my servant. Right? So he like, well, I got to keep this brother a little broke. Right? But there's men who the Lord said, I give him, because he always gonna serve me. Rather, and when the shit hit the fan, he ain't gonna cry about it.
Nah,
He gonna keep it moving.
Because it don't matter.
Because he understand and
It
get that it
didn't matter
don't
in the
matter.
first place.
That's it, man. So it's all.
It
It's just.
just was
yeah.
for the time being.
That's why the Lord said is that the root of all evil is what?
The love.
It's the love of the
The
what?
lust. The lust.
Of the,
like these
of the
niggas,
money.
like these
The
niggas
lust
having
of-
this time.
It's the lust after it.
That's all
Right.
they.
All they
basically,
care about.
That's all they can offer. Is financial stability.
The money's not wicked.
No, it's
The Lord made money. He made the shekel. He made, right? The Lord put. see, I did that. He caught it. He got that. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? But the Lord, he put that currency in. Currency is put in place. The Lord, motherfuckers, the Lord put gold in fucking mountains in Africa, nigga. Wealth is a part diamonds, nigga.
That's
You can
part
go to the diamond mines,
That's
nigga.
part of man's pleasure.
You get what I'm saying,
It's here for us to
brother?
enjoy.
You get what I'm saying, brother?
Alcohol is here for a reason.
What did the Lord
You know,
tell?
the wine.
What
You
did
know,
the Lord tell Adam? The earth was for your pleasure.
Hey, the wine.
Use it.
You know, the woman.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Because what man's
So-
like? What was Solomon all about?
Yeah.
He's about the gold and the pussy.
That's so come on. So
Same thing a man.
So why we got to be broke?
Yeah, well, got the yeah.
The Lord gave this shit to us.
Yeah, it's first for us to have.
You understand? So why the fuck we gotta be sitting up here fucking broke, busted, and disgusted?
You
know what I mean?
Ain't no wrong getting no pussy either, man.
You know?
You know, like we got some brothers like, oh, you
Come
gotta
on,
stay
man.
away from the woman and shit.
It's just common
Man,
sense
you a man.
shit.
You a man at the end of the day.
You know?
You got certain brothers. They be like,
Right.
they be like scared to deal with women and shit.
Right.
Like, look, man, you gotta understand.
They were here for your
Get
pleasure.
here for you anyway.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta make her your fucking wife.
Now going to be like
You know?
IUIC, going to the so-called white man, getting the 503C,
they gonna-
503C, and all that
fuck off,
bullshit.
get money off the Lord.
That's different.
Yeah.
Making money off. Ain't nobody trying to do that. That's come on, you know, looking all, you know,
Yeah.
Nah, brother, we ain't coming like that.
Nah.
Well, we, you know what I mean? You ain't even gonna hear about it anyway.
No, you ain't.
Right? So whatever you do in your personal life, whatever.
That's your personal.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you got money, hey man, you still teaching.
Yeah.
Hey, beautiful to you, man.
Yeah.
That means that you are a man that can handle that.
You ain't gonna see us out here with some Cartier glasses.
Exactly.
Teaching the truth.
Hey, and quiet is kept because you know why you know the truth is because the Lord, when Yahushua came here, Yahushua didn't even need nothing because his men had.
Yeah. Levi.
Matthew had.
Man, it was the
The tax collector.
He had money.
Right. You get what I'm saying?
A lot of his men was
They were taking care of that.
They were fishermen.
Hey, Paul were taking care of when he went with a Priscilla and Aquila.
Yeah.
The rich husband and wife. I forget their name.
Paul had an occupation. He was a tent maker.
Yeah, he was a tent maker.
Mm-hmm.
He had his own. Right. They all
He had his
had
own business.
Fishermen they were what you consider wealthy men.
Yeah,
They weren't poor men.
No.
Right? So you gotta understand these things about, and they had families. So their families had to be taken care of when they was gone.
Yeah.
They evidently had enough wealth to take care of them.
to leave them alone.
Right?
That's why
Come on,
white
man.
people set up the treasuries.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, and what they do to the two that try to cheat the Lord.
Yeah.
Hey, the two husband and wife, but they had money.
Mm-hmm.
They had. Hey, let's go back to King David's grandmother, Ruth. Was it Ruth? Yeah, Ruth.
Yeah.
Right when she got with King David's grandfather, Obadiah? No, Boaz.
Boaz. Yeah.
When she got with Boaz, right? Through Ruth's mother-in-law, I can't think of her name right now, right? But she had land from her husband in Judah. Now they had left their land and moved around Moab, right? Because she was like a Moabitess. But I think her lineage. I really think her lineage go back to Jacob. Because and even if it didn't,
it's not really. But yeah,
you get what I'm saying? But the point is though is that she stayed with Judah, and when she came back, damn, what was her name? Ruth's mother-in-law. Damn, it's on top of my tongue. But anyway, but she had land, she had wealth. She couldn't do nothing with that wealth though, because why? Women were not allowed.
Yeah, to have wealth.
Right?
It's to the man.
So the wealth had to go to the man. So also the wealth had to go translate. So he got the wealth, and also he had to take the woman. She was the wife of one of the sons. The father died, the sons died, the wealth go down to the men. So the wealth had to be inherited to the next kinsman. And that happened to be, was a man that was closer, but he's like, nah, I don't want it. So it went to not Obadiah, Boaz.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same situation. But Boaz had a fucking fields of wealth. He had workers.
Abraham.
He had workers.
Going back to Abraham.
Yeah. But you get
Shit,
what I'm saying?
Lot.
He had slaves.
Shit,
Lot had slaves.
Yeah.
They had what? They had
Shit,
workers.
his woman.
The fuck
they,
are you
they,
talking
they was so
about?
well off. His woman, she couldn't
leave her
Solomon
shit.
go. She couldn't let that shit
Right.
go, man. She was living so
It's
fucking
crazy,
good.
bro.
She living so good, man. She couldn't let it go. She was like, damn, what the fuck?
So you can't say that the Lord wants you to be broke, busted, and disgusted now. Because that's not right. Because that's not according to the scriptures.
Even dealing with the prophets, you think, like I said, dealing with Jeremiah, even dealing with Samuel.
We just don't love the shit.
You think it was Samuel, right?
Right.
Samuel Allah. He came up under Eli.
Yeah.
Eli wasn't a poor man.
No, of course not.
The fuck? He was a Levite
taken
priest.
care
He was
of.
taken care of, man. He was set. So Samuel was born set.
Yeah.
He wasn't wanting for nothing. Samuel wasn't going around looking homeless and shit.
Hell, Samuel was in the
Spirit
king's
chains,
house.
like Squidward on a spirit chain.
Right.
Anyone?
Right.
No, man.
Samuel, who house Samuel was under? He was in Saul's house
Yeah.
because he was, the prophet
Yeah.
to Saul.
Yeah, hey, man,
So,
yeah.
get the fuck outta
prophets
here.
had money, man.
Right. He had whatever he needed,
Yeah,
but he didn't.
the prophets, they had money.
Right,
They
so it's
they
like
were
that,
they
go
really,
ahead.
no, they had their times.
He
They
had
fucked
land.
up and shit.
He had a home.
Yeah.
He had the things he
Yeah,
needed.
look, like I said, the Peter, the 12.
Yeah, that's it.
They wasn't walking around fucking
Nah.
all fucked up and bummed out, man. No, they had money, man. They was able to do something.
They were businessmen.
They had to do shit.
A lot of them were businessmen.
Yeah, like us now.
Hell,
Even though-
Yahushua had a trade. He was a carpenter.
Yeah, it's correct. Let's think about it. Even though we're in the truth and we do the will of the Most High, we still have daily needs
Right.
that we have to take care of.
Well, that's
So-
what the scriptures say that money is.
Yeah, it's a
Money
defense, man.
is a defense from
That's
what?
it,
From
from
poverty.
For being out on a
Get that
fucking,
money set
because
up.
like I said
It
again,
literally tell you money is to keep you from being poor, nigga. As long as you use it right,
yeah.
right,
'Cause we live, like I said, we live the poor man.
right,
We know because being evicted out of your place ain't something fucking nice.
right, right.
Live on a fucking street,
Losing
nigga.
your cars.
Losing cars, living on the fucking street.
Yeah.
That shit ain't fucking it, man.
Yep.
Living out on the fucking street ain't it. So what the fuck? What type of shit is that?
Yeah.
Eating
Money
out
is a
of garbage cans and shit, and that ain't it, man.
Here, let me pull a scripture real quick. Just the point.
Shit, not be able to pay for the gas and shit for your whip. Now you gotta, your car will fuck up. You can't pay to get it fixed. Now you gotta figure out some other. You got food problems and shit.
Yep.
Fuck out of here, man. You gotta go down to the homeless just to go fucking eat. See some bullshit ass spaghetti. Hell no, man. I might want to live like fucking. I might want to live like that, man. Middle or not. It's common sense.
It's Ecclesiastes 7-12. Yeah, I got a precept after this. It's Ecclesiastes 7-12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense.
That's it. Wisdom and defense. What we got? Now this
But
wisdom.
the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. And the one proverb I'm trying to find out.
Go ahead. Yeah, but that's the point. Go ahead.
Yeah, wisdom is the defense we have right now. There's knowledge is defense. Because what defends us from? It defends us from wickedness, unrighteousness, all types of things. Adultery, it keeps us away from the niggas. It keeps us away from all the wickedness of the world. But money's also this side is wisdom is a defense. But money's a defense. It keeps you from certain situations you have to be in. You a brother and you with an unbearable ass bitch you don't want to fucking deal with because you don't got the money, you live with her house and shit, you can't stand her. Well, the fact that once you get that financial gain, you get away from that bitch, man. And you go get your own spot and live by your fucking self, and you ain't gotta deal with her ass no more, man. The finances save you from certain things, man. You might be a brother, you live with a wicked ass situation, you got a mother, she off as hell, pops, you going through with them, they kinda, it's hard and shit. When you get your money, you get your own spot, you can be free to do what you want, so now you can serve the Most High freely. You ain't gotta have pork in the refrigerator, man. Hey, you got turkey, you got chicken, you got chicken, you got turkey, you got ground beef, man. You got the lamb in that motherfucker. You got everything. So you got everything that, boom. You able to keep your high holy days with no problem. You can do the feast of unleavened bread unbothered. So it's also, and like I said again, you don't need, like I said, you don't need nobody to come pick you up.
Yep.
Just have somebody, we gotta come pick you up all the time. I mean, it be hell, man, sometimes, man. Rely on other. The scripture say, living out a beggar man's life also as well, too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be a beggar, man.
Proverbs chapter 10, verse 15. The rich man's wealth is his strong city.
Mm-hmm.
The destruction of the poor is their poverty.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. The destruction of the poor is their poverty.
Yeah.
See, poverty is destruction, and money is a defense from that poverty.
Yeah.
See, because if you poor, you can't get to camp, you can't get in the house to do your video. You can't do shit.
You got your phone, internet bills?
You can't get internet. You can't get phone. You just fuck. You assed out. How you gonna serve the Lord?
You shit out of luck.
So the Lord got to give you some kind of qualm. You got to get some kind of shekel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? In order to do these things, because you can't serve the Lord without them shekels. Okay? So, hey, ain't nothing wrong with making some shekels. You just got to do it in accordance to the Lord.
Don't be a nigga, man.
Don't be a niggard about
Don't be out there, man, in the clubs. You know what I'm saying? Sitting out there and, trying to be all fucking, Mr. Known with the fucking stupid ass cigar in your mouth.
Exactly.
You know, trying to be like the people of the world.
Yep.
You know, if you got a couple dollars, okay, you know, it ain't nothing wrong. You know, you go with the brothers, you know, y'all go out, enjoy your time, whatever the hell.
Right.
The brothers, stuff like that. You going back to the crib. This is how you do it, man. So how you conduct yourself as a man.
That's it.
Men of the Lord, first and foremost.
This is 1 Corinthians 7, verse
Why
31.
not say it like
And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away.
Said Paul said it. So, hey, use the world, but don't abuse it. So use what the world can offer for you, but don't abuse it. If you don't gotta go clock in for the sucker white man, you can find where you can make money online. Do it, man.
Yeah.
What's the point? Why free up your time?
that. Yeah.
Why would you want to work 12 hours a fucking hour, 40 hours a fucking, or 80 hours a week, 60 hours a fucking week, 70, 80 hours, 90 hours a week, when you can maybe work an hour or two on a computer and make that much more?
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you not go try to do that, man?
Yeah.
Go try it. It don't hurt nothing to go try to do something different.
Yep. Let me right here. This is in context to Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. Right? Wisdom, like an inheritance, is good, and it benefits those who see the sun. For wisdom, like money, is a shelter, and the advantage of knowledge is that wisdom preserves the life of its owner. Consider the work of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, who can strengthen what he has been. That's simple.
Yeah.
So just what wisdom is to a man of the Lord is what money is to your life, because it keeps you from that poverty, right? It keeps you from, living out in the fucking woods with nothing. You know, it keep, when it's storming and raining, it puts shelter over your head. You know what I'm saying? It put food in your mouth. It put clothes on your back. You know, it gives you a vehicle to drive in. It defends you from poverty. It defends you so you can go out and teach the word. Because without money, who gonna listen to a fucking bum anyway? Standing on the street, you know what I mean? And how he gonna get on a Urim and Thummim?
Yeah.
In today's time, you
gotta
gotta pay for it. You gotta pay to have a phone.
So you can't be no bum. That's the point.
You know?
So we're not bummer-likes.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
YYC calls bummer.
Right. Ain't nobody talking about you can be a millionaire and you got multi-million. I mean, we talking about being able to defend yourself.
Just being well off, man. Being decently and
being able to get through, man. Make it where you ain't sitting up crying about, you know.
You ain't bitching about if I gotta put gas in my car, if I gotta eat.
Exactly. You can do that. And then you
both.
can go serve the Lord.
And you're not worried about it, man.
That's it.
You ain't think about it.
Right.
Man, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go eat, go get some gas.
But you a man of the Lord.
Go sleep.
So nor should you, being a man of the Lord, have to worry about it. Because the Lord told, what did he tell the disciples? He said, take no clothes. Take no shoes. But the point is, don't take nothing.
Go.
Just go. Just go. Because wherever you go, you're good.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to be taken care of.
That's it.
You know? You're going to have shelter, food, and raiment.
Yeah.
Hey, you did that one video saying, caring out about the things of tomorrow. Because why? Because tomorrow will take care of itself. Yeah, God. You know, I'll be paying attention. You know what I'm saying? But you know, don't worry about tomorrow. Because why? Hey, it's gonna take care of itself, brother. That's why I say that. We ain't worried about tomorrow. We ain't worried about what Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday gonna hold.
That's that woman.
Because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday already taking care of itself.
Because you see women, they always worry about,
Yeah.
There ain't nothing wrong having a plan.
No, you have a plan.
But the Most High has the ultimate plan.
He got the ultimate
we
plan.
have no plans.
Yeah.
38 Corp said that. There are no plans because of the Most High.
That's it.
You
I
might have your
got
plan as a
plans.
man. That's why our scripture always saying in James, Lord will it.
Yeah.
Lord will it.
That's right.
Will be.
That's right.
Lord will it, we won't be.
That's it. You know, that's why, we do what we do on our side and give the rest to the Lord.
The Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua do the rest.
What else is there to do? Because if it wasn't meant for us to do certain things, we wouldn't be in a position to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? If you're put in that position to do something,
that's why I'm about to say
then the Lord is willing.
That's why I'm about to say this dust above our feet.
That's what I'm saying, right? Oh yeah, we got to end that with that.
That's why I'm about to say this dust, man.
It's precept. It's Proverbs chapter 16, back on Proverbs 16:2. All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but Yahweh weigheth the spirits.
That's right.
Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. The Lord, and what's our ultimate end thought is the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
The Lord hath made all things for himself, even the wicked for the day of evil.
That's it.
So there you go. So if the wicked is only going to last, they're lasting like this they're feeling like they're never gonna be taken down is because we're not at the day of evil yet. We're not at the day of judgment fully yet. That's why. That's the only reason why they're up in power right now.
They're coming
Right?
out of power.
They're coming out of power,
not out of power.
but it's not. But they're not even at their height yet. When Esau's at the height of their strength, that's when the Lord's gonna take them down. And when they're at their height is when they push out that chip.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
When they got everybody in mobile control.
Yep.
When they got the world on fucking lock. Like fucking Trump trying to make a golden dome.
Yeah.
So like when they got everything that they little hearts desires, when they got everything on lock, that's when the Lord's gonna come
That's why
destroy.
they blowing up Gaza.
You know?
Trying
So-
to make Trump or whatever casinos and all that shit out there. Make Gaza a party city. They're gonna make it for the elite.
So yeah, man. So
Well,
no.
oh shit, Salakia, right quick. What Job say? And it's a sufficiency of his belly.
Yeah.
Hey, that shit gonna start.
When he's full.
He gonna have to
When
spew
he's at
that
his
shit.
fullest, when he's at
Oh,
his
yeah.
fullest point.
You got it.
So that shows you, bro. Everything is controlled by Yahweh Shem El Shah, man.
That's right.
So ain't none that's gonna happen without the Lord's consent. So whoever's in power, you're in power because the Lord put you there, whether you understand it or not. Whether it's for your good or whether it's for your bad. So if you got your little bread, if you a rich man here, well, it's either for your good or it's for your bad. Well, you got it because of the Lord. Nothing we do is because of ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, that's why the Lord. That's called pride.
Yeah.
And that's why the Lord's going to destroy you. But for the humble, they understand that. The elect understand that. You know, that's why we give thanks to the Most High. For whether we get good or bad, we still give thanks to the Lord.
Yep.
You know,
That's why my
because to
first-
be honest with you, the bad is not entirely bad because you grown from that bad and you learn from that bad. So that bad turned into good because later on you're going to tell somebody else, your child, that, oh, well, I went through this. And now I can tell you not to do that. So I'm glad I went through it because now I know not to do it no more and I can tell my own son not to do that stupid shit. So it's all on how you look at it. But at the end of the day, everything's controlled by Yahweh Shem
You
El Shah.
got niggas that should have been dead, but they don't understand the Most High let you live. And they still be fucking stupid, man. You know what I'm saying? So, go ahead. So we gotta, go ahead.
This is Matthew 10, verse 14. And
So
whosoever...
we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. You know, why so, moving on, moving on from the Nashville area. You know, we done with, we basically the Most High, we wiping our shit, cleaning this shit, man. You know, because we dealt with a lot of bullshit with you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with Jake going off, Jake being rebellious, doing what the fuck they want to do. You know, and really, it's dead, man. You know, I said that maybe 2 years ago, I think we was out there. I said, man, it's time for us. It's dead. It's dead. Ain't nothing here no more, man. Nothing here for Yso no more. We did what we was supposed to do. You know, out here in this area, you know, we deal with the Most High ones. We discovered the wicked niggas. We exposed the demons and the unrighteous men. The Most High gonna deal with you niggas. You niggas know who you are. The Most High gonna deal with you niggas when the Lord fit time too. But us, Yso going global. You know,
Why is so global?
we moving on, man. We moving on from this area, man. It ain't nothing happening. You know, it's nothing's going on, man. It's just dead. You know, there's no point to be here anymore. Nothing it can offer us nothing anymore. So basically, this ground is bad ground to put seeds on, and you got to move somewhere else to find better ground and to put more seeds in other places, man. You know, so the Most High got us doing something different. You know, and Lord willing, you know, the Most High blessing and Lord willing, it be a better, transition in this shit that we've been dealing with for the past, 7 years. We started Yso, but we was doing the work before then. So we'll go ahead, I know with the scripture real quick, man.
This is Matthew 10, verse 14. And whosoever shall not receive you...
Actually, go up. Sorry, like 10.
This is Matthew 10, verse 10. No script for your journey, neither two coats, neither shoes,
That's what I was just talking about.
nor yet...
That's what he told. That's what he was telling them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's telling them what to do.
We'll just go up a little more. Probably go up to like, I think it starts at like 6 or 7.
This is Matthew 10, verse 6. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Yep.
And as ye go preach, saying the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Yep. This is what we're doing. Right? Go ahead.
Heal the sick, cleanse, and heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils, freely ye have received,
And we've done
free
those
given.
Yeah, we done this, and that's it. Yeah, freely received, freely gave. You know,
Freely, yup.
amen.
We got the word.
We got the word out.
We gave it back.
We gave it to the brothers. Hey,
Freely.
And we had niggas that was cool with us for 8 years.
Yeah.
Nigga end up being a bitch ass nigga, man. You know, so go ahead.
Provide neither gold nor silver nor brass in your purposes, nor script for your journey, neither 2 coats, neither shoes, nor yet stays, for the workman is worthy of his meat.
labor.
That's it. Go ahead.
And until whatsoever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and there abide till ye go thence.
That's it. That's what we did. You know, we started out here in Tennessee, in Nashville. You know, this is 2018. YSO first started, but Brothers Ben was doing the work back in 2015. But YSO being started, established was 2018, November 31st, man. You know, so ever since then we've been out here teaching the truth, teaching the word. You know, we didn't had a certain amount of brothers come in, about 20 about 20 within
Somewhere
that,
in there.
somewhere within that area out here dealing with from Clarksville
Back and forth.
down to Nashville and all up in that area. So we didn't had our share fair of dealing with brothers, and you see how it all worked out. It's just the 4 really is 5, but you know, other brothers in
The mainstays.
yeah, but the main are just the 4 out of the 20. And at some point in time, one point we had like 11 guys in our camp at once, and I was just down to 4. You know, so because niggas, you know, Jake being Jake, niggas doing what they want to do, niggas going off, niggas can't do what their job is to do to be a man of the Lord.
Yeah.
Jake is going all the way the hell off, man. You know, so go ahead. So we overstayed our welcome here.
Yeah.
Technically, we overstayed our welcome here. You know, just say a prophet getting him out of his own country. We've been disrespected by, you know, Jake just don't give a fuck. You know, it's fuck you, not the sense that we help niggas out, gave niggas money. You know, doing certain things to people. You know what I'm saying? Looked out for brothers in the faith, and then when we was in our hardest time, none of them niggas was nowhere to be found. It was just us, you know.
Hey, like Jesus said, we fed you niggas, but you wouldn't even help us push the sled.
Yeah, Jeezy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jeezy. Yeah.
Was that Jesus said that?
Yeah, Jeezy. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I fed niggas. I led niggas.
Fed niggas, and they won't help you put
Then
a
they
sled.
wouldn't even help me put a sled.
That's it.
You know
So
what I mean?
basically, we put the body first, man.
Yeah.
You know, we had
But over our own shit.
we was doing our business and shit. We was rolling. We was going from like California back here every week to camp, man. 20 hour, 40, 30 fucking hours.
Yeah.
There and back, man,
Making
every
every
week to come out here and
Saturday,
Saturday, Sunday to serve the Lord, to do the work of the Most High. And
When you really need to be out there for months.
doing
for
what
like
you,
at least a
yeah,
whole month.
doing what you
And
handling
then
your
come back.
financial business, but we put the body
We put
first.
the body before.
And we could have left Nashville back in 2020 because we was tired of the whole Clarksville shit anyway. You know, we was done with this shit. So we could have been left back then, but we saved for the body. We said no, for the brothers. We gonna stay for the brothers. We gonna stay for the brothers because we thought we had brothers and shit. So we were gonna do that. So we put, like Scripture say in Romans 13 chapter, they that are stronger bear the infirmities of the weak. So we stayed for brothers, man. We put our life on pause for brothers. You know, when what they end up getting us, a big fuck you in the face. But it's all good, you know. But go ahead. Most High gonna do his thing.
And when ye come into an house, salute it.
Yep.
And if the house be worthy, let your peace come upon it.
Yep.
But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you.
Mm-hmm.
And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust off your feet.
That's it. So this is why I'm so doing, man. So we shaking the dust off our feet. Cause we leaving, man. Hey, this it, man. You know, we done with Tennessee, man. We moving on, man. We going on, you know, we shaking it off of us, man. Cause
Garments off.
Yeah.
The stain of you wicked niggas off of
wicked
us.
niggas, man. We get this shit off us, man. We moving on, man. Cause you niggas wasn't worthy, man. You wasn't worthy of our message, man. So the Most High got us moving somewhere else, man.
Moving on.
We're moving on, man. You know, we're going global. However you want to take this, how you want to take it. You know, we're moving on, man. So we moving forward. We done with the whole Clarksville, Nashville, Tennessee shit. You know, YSO got the Most High got different plans for us. Yahweh Shemel Shai got us doing something different. We going forward, man. With that. You know, is there more than that? Go ahead, finish on up, and then we're gonna close out. This is the last time we're gonna be out here, man. You're gonna see us somewhere else, man. Next week, Lord willing.
Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Behold, I send you forth
That's it. So, hey, so we condemn this place, man. So Yahweh Shemel Shagum could, hey, this place be condemned, man.
That's right.
This, hey, we done condemned the whole thing. All the niggas we done came across, you know, all the unrighteous men we done dealt with, all y'all done been condemned. You know, whether if you're in a certain group or not, whether if you're not in a certain group or you just, you know, going on your own, doing who knows what, you know. The Most High, Yahweh Shemel Shai, gonna deal with you in due time. You know, we moving on, we pressing forward. You know, the Most High got bigger and better things for us, and we pushing on, man. You know, fuck you niggas, and may Yahweh Shemel Shai do whatever he will with you niggas, man.
That's right.
So with that, we're gonna give all praise on Sabanawa.
Yahweh, Bashim, Yahusha, Bashim, Kakudash.
The boss speak to the pastor, Israel Millstone with that. Shalom.
Shalom, ball for ball.